Alright, hello everybody. It is I, Granarite, and here we are back with another episode of Let's Play Assassin's Creed. We're going to do a couple things at the start of this level before we go to the next area, or the start of this episode before we go to the next area. The first thing we're going to do is take out a couple more pull marks. I think we can go get one here. Who's in charge here? Athenians. Okay. So, we're one pull mark stamp away from getting our next level of quest done for the Spartan and the Athenian general in that regard. So we might as well take another one out really quick on each side. We also want to get the map revealed down on this corner of the map in the ocean. We haven't done that yet. So, quick little sail down there. We'll get that done, I think. Is there any... Just a second. Any docks down there? No, there's not. Which is why we haven't got it yet. Okay. Almost over here. Okay, let's see if we can find a pole mark really quick. He usually was over here. There he is. So we're just gonna get him and get out. Go ahead and trap this again. Easy peasy.
Who's there?
Let's go. Alright, now to get down here, our quickest way I think is just going to be to get over here and sail around. And then we'll fast travel to where Spartan Fort is at.
Get in position to sail! Barnabas, you'll never believe what happened in Messara. Actually, you probably will.
You have my full attention!
I found the legendary labyrinth near Knossos.
Did you go inside?
I defeated the Minotaur.
That's quite a story.
Story? These are the gods we're talking about, Herodotus. Tell me, what did the beast look like? Was he as ruthless as the legends say?
He is. And smelled pretty bad, too.
How could anyone possibly believe?
I ripped out one of his horns.
By the gods.
By the
You're a
gods.
hero of legend!
And this artifact seems to have special abilities. The cult cannot get their hands on these.
Alright, over we go. Hopefully it's just one area, but we don't have to like sail into a second one, but we'll see. There'll be a point where we get a little bit of experience for opening it up until we know we're there. Oh, we got there. It doesn't do anything. Well, there is a second one, so we will keep going. Pretty remote on this part. Just put a point so I know what we're in at.
Salvage nearby, shall we?
Alright, that did everything? It did. Excellent. Alright. So now we need to find a place that's under Spartan control and has a port nearby. Or not a port, a fort. We're under Spartan control here, so we'll just hop up here. Let's get the point off the map that I set. You guys really excited? So we're just gonna get in, kill the pole mark, and get out. We need to be careful because the region leader is up here as well. I don't care about you, I just wanted him.
I've seen Pops fight better than you. Stop, now.
Now really we could keep doing this if we wanted to finish these missions. But like I said, we're completing these ones as we explore, because we have more forts that we still just have to go into. And then after we get done fully exploring, then we'll farm. Alright, let's get back down to this guy.
καμίνας υπό της αυτής στέγης και ομόσαστε αν ουδεπόποτε ακούεστε την ενήν φωνή.
All right, here we are.
Fort commanders are dead. Here are the seals as proof.
Excellent. Our ineffectual leaders will see my value.
I'm sure they will.
My spies tell me Athenians have gained ground. Infiltrate the forts and attack their command. Understand?
Yes, I'll do as you ask and attack the commanders. They must be faltering by now.
Athenians fail because they fear risk.
You seem pleased, General.
Supply lines cut, troops tremble, and I rise through the ranks.
Congratulations. Your strategy has served you well so far. What will it take to win?
I'm not idle while you kill commanders. I've had enemy forts surveyed and know all their supply runs.
So I've been a diversion.
Soon I'll know their sea routes.
You've made it further than most leaders.
Others boast of royal blood. I am a descendant of Heracles. That gives me more legitimate claim to lead than even Archidamos.
That's all for now.
If you're done wasting time, go and strike the fort commanders down.
As you command, General.
All right. So that gets us only fools want war done. Gets us rise through the ranks. I had something pop up over my map there. All right, so now we're gonna hop back to Athens and do the same thing.
Do you have my seals?
I do.
The Spartans must be aware of your actions by now. They can't be happy. Interested in upsetting them some more?
I might. What would you like me to do?
You've impressed me, Misthios.
For a Spartan?
Yes, as you say. It seems our fleet is under attack, and I need to redirect the troops to help. I will ask you to take on the Spartan command again.
The commanders will be taken care of. You seem to admire art and philosophy. But how can someone who truly values that go to war?
If you have any care for knowledge or the arts, you must be ready to defend these rights. I am here to take up arms so that they can continue to enrich our culture. As long as they are threatened, the battle must be fought.
You expect total obedience from your soldiers, I suppose. So why do you fight for democracy?
What is free will? It's essential that citizens play an active role in the function of their state.
But Athens recognizes only select citizens. Spartans recognize merit. In Sparta, a slave can rise.
Spartan rule would mean the demise of democracy.
I'll leave now.
All right. We get as swift as the wind done. Now we have last request. A little ominous. All right, so from there, and we don't have any. You know, they're on my map. It shows that there's some quests that like could potentially pop up in these areas we've been, but I don't ever see any of them. Whatever. We're going to, as I said, go to Boeotia now, so I'm just going to fast travel to the ship dock that we have revealed. And I'll call the Adretstia here. Alright. So this was the port of Crucis? Crucis was a fortified port dependent on Thespii, but also used by Thebes, protected from violent winds by a mole. It was the main Boeotian naval port of the Gulf of Corinth. Cool. We have this last lost quest here, so we're gonna go pick that up and see if I can... Lost Tail, that's what it is, and see if I can get it done. That dog is on fire. And then we'll work on getting places cleaned out like we've been doing.
My.
Alcibiades.
Alexios of Aiad, the Eagle Bearer, messenger of Zeus, he who launched 1,000 hearts.
Alcibiades. I'm known by many names, but that last one sounds to be of your own making.
My young friend Archimedes here could use your legendary talents to woo the object of his desire.
You would have my eternal gratitude.
I'd like to know more about the man asking for my help.
I'm Archimedes. I came to Alcibiades because he boasts of his exploits as a lover and knows Praxilla.
I'm Misthios, not some famed lover.
Nonsense. He proved his strength, dexterity, and endurance when he got Roxana on her back.
What's the job?
Have you ever heard of Praxilla?
The name sounds familiar. Who is she?
Who is she? A poet blessed by Apollo himself. She describes the gods as if they were her lovers. Her lyre is a legendary weapon wielded in her hands. I want to meet her, but talking to a goddess such as she? Terrifying.
Oh, nonsense. Usually you give a woman some flowers, and she'll show you her flower. However, this is Praxilla. She is not easily impressed.
Of course. No ordinary flower will do. They need to be worthy of a goddess.
I come to this coast every year for the Poetry Festival. Of all the beautiful blossoms, none match the scent and radiance of the coral rose. Fetch some, and all doors and legs
Oh my
shall
goodness.
open for you.
I'll return with your flowers. Where can I find the coral rose? It sounds rare.
You would be correct. However, like all good things in life, these take more work than most are willing to expend. They're atop a nearby mountain.
Say I do get these flowers. Where would I bring them?
Back to camp? Praxilla should be in her tent.
You mentioned being here for a poetry festival.
I did. It's one of the many festivals to Apollo, but this one holds a special place in my heart. Among other places. Other festivals are so stuffy. Here we worship like Maenads.
I've heard enough.
Please, if you are as skilled with sword and heart as Alcibiades says, you'll return to me with the coral rose. As a poet, it's best that I stay at camp while you do the hiking.
You'd be an easy snack for wolves or bears. I'll return with the roses.
Praxillas and Lyre.
Ούκ έχω τόσα αυτά χρήματα. Λείψω με δάνειον ή να δίνω με αποπληρούν τους τόκους. Εξίστε με τη φρονή.
Alright, so they want us to go up here. Good to know there's a viewpoint up here too. Alright, up we go.
These must be the coral roses.
Easy enough.
I found your coral roses.
You're back! That's perfect. The roses are perfect. Oh, look at the luster. The fragrance. Now, you must deliver them to her.
You came all this way to meet her. You should be the one to do it.
Please, I'm much too nervous to speak to her. I've composed a poem to recite. Here, let me teach you.
I'd say it all wrong. I'm a Misthios, not a poet.
Then, would you at least deliver the flowers while I rehearse?
Fine. But the rest is up to you.
Okay. She's at her tent. It's right there. Go give them to her.
Okay.
Praxilla, I have flowers for you from Orchimedes of... somewhere.
Did I not tell you to get the wine 5 minutes ago?
Alexios of Aiad, may I introduce you to my dear friend Praxilla, Apollo's muse and mistress of the golden strings.
You're Praxilla?
Didn't expect an aged bard. Mercenary of Ayat?
It would be foolish of me to assume a master of the craft would be young.
Praxilla, this is Alexios of Aiad, eagle-bearer, messenger of Zeus, launcher of 1,000...
Alexios, Al-Al. All the kings cowered from this god-child's power. Our scowling Achilles. Alexios, please, cry lads and ladies.
A true genius.
Look at those shoulders. A soldier, a Spartan, a thorn in the side of titans. He who dares challenge Poseidon. Alcibiades, this one I'm keeping my eyes on.
The poems she writes about me are never so kind.
I have flowers for you. They're not from me. They're from Orchimedes. He's right over...
Running away.
Well, he was over there.
A coral rose? Huh. I'll have to get my servant to add these to the pile.
I also prefer actions to easy gestures.
Where is that servant girl? I swear her head must be rattling with rocks.
I wish she'd rattle my rocks.
Oh my god,
Haikos
Alcibiades.
is missing. That idiot must have taken it with her and run off.
Achaikos?
Achaikos is Praxilla's legendary lyre.
I set it down after tuning moments before you arrived. I can't go on stage without a Haikos.
I did see Orchimedes leaving in quite a hurry.
We need to get that lyre back. Please, without Praxilla getting everyone's juices flowing, this festival is just a bunch of young men measuring the size of their verse.
This lyre was special. Can you play another for your recital?
Perseus without winged sandals or a mirrored shield was just a man. Would he have the same legends, the same mystery if he performed each task without a legendary weapon?
It's very valuable, both in significance and in drachmi.
Orchimedes and the missing servant both disappeared as the lyre was stolen. They could be working together.
And he seemed like such a nice boy.
Alcibiades invited a viper into my tent.
Is there somewhere they could have taken it?
It's a poetry festival. There is no better hub for shady trade.
I'll find the thief and return the lyre.
Okay. So what's next quest? Lyre, Lyre. explore the camp to get some information.
Praxilla's lyre has gone missing. Have you seen it?
Praxilla's lyre is missing? That's terrible news. First snow every this and now this? Krefsis really has gone to the dogs.
Do you know a man named Archimedes?
Archimedes? Archimedes. That's the kid who hangs out around the Vipers. Yeah, I know him. He's been coming to the festival for 3 or 4 years, maybe.
The Vipers? Who are they?
You know how it is. People feel small, so they band together to make the rest of us feel smaller. They took over the temple of Athena Itonia a while back. Now it's hard to take the road without being held at knife point.
Do you think that's where Archimedes would take a lyre?
Hope not. For his sake. The Vipers are dangerous. If he did have the lyre on him, they'd probably rough him up for it. He's one of those kids that'd be keeping around for fodder, if you get me.
Did he have a lyre on him?
I didn't see him with one. I saw him talking to you, then walking towards Praxilla's tent. He and Praxilla's pretty elot have been sneaking around lots. Just assume they were, you know, planting a garden.
Is the Temple of Athena the best place to sell a stolen lyre?
You can buy and sell anything here, unfortunately. But going to the Vipers guarantees the person you stole from won't follow you in. Shame. It was such a beautiful temple.
Thank you for your help.
Hope you find the lyre. Watch out for the Vipers at the Temple of Athena Itonia.
Okay. Northwest part of Mount Helicon. So it must be this. Alright, so let's go get this viewpoint and then we'll make our way up to that area. Almost there. The standing pillar. Alright, so for this quest, they want us to go here.
Come on, fella.
Quest. But there, it's over here.
Someone, please help!
You're that servant. The one who disappeared at the same time as the lyre.
I can explain. Archimedes talked me into it and said he'd use the drachmi to buy my freedom. When we escaped, he said he wanted to bring the lyre to the Vipers. I said no. The Vipers said yes.
The Vipers have Archimedes and the lyre now. As for you, you can go back to Praxilla and apologize if you really want help.
Okay. There's a quest on the map. A life's dedication. So bandit leader, tablet, 2 captives, 2 treasures. And of course, the quest.
That must be where they're keeping Archimedes and the Lyre. God help you when I catch you! You can't run!
Buddy, you are, like, already dead.
You'll die here. Is that all you've got? Ah!
Why? Get him in a bit. We're gonna get everything else first. Did I find the tablets? There they are.
Mine.
Easy peasy.
Oh, thank the gods I'm saved. These horrible thugs blackmailed me into
Sure.
stealing the Lyre.
I doubt that.
They took it from me when I was captured. Malaka got what they deserved.
Did they force you to steal Praxilla's Lyre?
No, they gave me the confidence I was lacking. We would drink and complain about poetry at the festival, and I let slip that Praxilla's my mother.
What? Praxilla's your mother?
She is. She abandoned me and my father when I was a child. Something about following her destiny to be a wandering poet. My father, Achaikos, built the lyre for her as a wedding present. She loved it more than us. I wanted her to feel the way we did when she left.
Praxilla was born with a calling for the arts. It was her right to follow it.
She should have thought of that before she decided to have a family. I wish my father had never made her that lyre.
Speaking of the Lyre, I know you have it.
Malaka, I do, but it was damaged in the struggle. Wait, before you leave, I need some advice. Should I talk to Praxilla? I don't know what to do.
Approach Praxilla as yourself and talk to her. Maybe she missed you and didn't know how to come home.
I need time to think about everything. My father, my mother, my friends. Please don't tell Praxilla who I am.
Alright. We want to go back here, so we'll just hop back to the ship dock here. Might as well get these other 2 little points around here before we go talk to Praxilla. There's a riddle and a captain. It looks like a treasure, maybe. Sometimes soldiers can be pigs. Actually, if you follow the road going east out of Christosport, there lies a pit full of bloody pigs. You can find them on the altar where a sacrificial pig was being prepared. Okay. Pig sacrificial altar. Easy enough. Alright, let's go see this place over here, and then we'll just fast travel back to the port, and then go to Praxilla. Easy. Come on, pick it up. All right. Tree growing in this wagon. Might as well pick it up.
I was able to get the Lyre, but not in one piece.
Thank you. Oh, Haikos, what mischief did you get yourself into?
Another quest here from her.
Alexios, thwarter of thieves. I appreciate you bringing a Haikos back to me, but I need to ask another favor.
You need help fixing the Lyre.
Perceptive, too. Look at it. Wood's gone soft, body splintered, it's toneless, tooless even.
What can be done to save it?
Cressis has been having this festival for years. The town is built around it. Of course, because instruments are as fragile as a poet's heart, there's a master lyre maker at Cressis port.
Okay.
Not too far away.
And since it's been proven that nothing is safe on these hills, I'll need some muscle for protection.
I can help you get there safely.
The journey will be worth your while. Come now.
I'm right behind you.
I have many fond memories of this place. I've watched the port grow into a town, and the small gathering of friends grow into a massive festival. It's more home than home.
Your true love is a lyre, and your home is a poetry festival. You never wanted to settle somewhere.
Oh, you sweet young child. My life isn't as simple as you make it out to be. I'm like Zephyros, needing to go where I please. I learned this the hard way.
So you care only for yourself?
If you only live your life for others, what's the point? You're nothing but a slave, a loyal beast at best.
People can get hurt.
If I had lived a life respectable, traditional, and domestic, I would have died. And like as not, thrown myself into the sea. I know what I need.
Seems like the festival here is much less formal than the others I've encountered.
Yes, Dionysus claimed our offerings to Apollo and granted us the gift of ecstasy.
I can see why it would attract people from far and wide.
Do not misunderstand. Heathen is one part of worship. Dimitra, where are you?
Who is making all that fucking noise?
The smell of the sea is almost enough to cover your stench, Dimitra.
Praxilla. I've been gathering fruits to throw at you all week.
High praise coming from you. I need a favor. A Haikos was kidnapped by some idiot and needs a new neck.
This idiot?
No.
Sadly, there have been many idiots on this journey.
I hired this muscle here to get a Haikos back. Now he's keeping me company.
All right. Give him here. Poor fellow's been brutalized.
But you can fix it, right?
Of course I can fix him. I am the best pair of hands you're going to find outside of Athens. Problem is, a Haikos is a special boy. I have materials, but nothing worthy of putting him together.
What materials do you need?
I have what I need for the neck, but the old one took the strings and yoke out when it snapped. Ah, there's a crack running through the soundbox. That needs to be replaced.
What should I be looking for?
Some use bone for the yoke and neck, but nothing beats wood in my opinion. Strings are made from gut, and we could use a shell for the soundbox.
Those strings don't look like guts to me.
They are. Just soaked for a long time and pulled thin. I'm sure you'll enjoy killing some legendary beast to help a Haikos sing.
I've seen some lyres with turtle shells for the body.
Not a lot of turtles on this coast, but a good sturdy conch should do the trick.
What's a yoke? And what wood do you need to replace it?
The yoke is the crossbar that all of the strings are attached to.
Sure is. It needs to bend, so a springy wood is best.
I think we all can agree on that.
I will return with the materials to repair a Haikos.
Okay. Well, I just killed some wolves over here. Will they be back? Doesn't look like it. If I would have known that, I would have left them. Alright, well, we need to find some wolves. might go to a new area. Just looking for wolves. Let's see. We usually run into a whole bunch of them up here. One through the wolves and the woods until I hear a howl, or we go to one of these. That's something. That's a bobcat, though. That's a bear. Am I stuck on? Phobos, you're too bright. I can't see anything. Oh, you know where I could have went. There's that one viewpoint where whenever we spawn there, there's always wolves.
Wolves are fierce animals. I'll gut them for Praxilla.
Just two? Alright, where's that viewpoint that I'm thinking of at? It was this one.
Hope these are enough guts for fixing a Haikos.
Okay. Go gather shells. If I would have known, I would have left that one wild place.
This shell should be perfect for Praxilla's lyre.
Gather silver birch. Well, you have us popping around for this, though, don't they? there's more wolves up here. Of course there is.
That should be enough wood for a new lyre.
Alright. Back we go again.
I have everything we need.
Excellent. Give it here.
Be careful with it.
You like me better when I'm done. You always were too rough with your fingering.
Well, that's the first complaint I've heard about it.
There he is, looking more handsome than ever.
You call this your best work? You're robbing me blind.
Oh, shut up, and go deafen the masses with your wailing.
Thanks for the help. Here's your drachmi. I need some time to put a high cost through spaces. I might need some help after though, so swing by my tent when you have a minute.
Sure, if I'm in the area.
Alright. Another quest has popped up over here. This is... So let's go run back over here again, see if we can get this finished out.
The Mistios returns. Do you have time to accompany me and Achaikos to our triumphant performance?
Sure.
After all this, I wouldn't miss it.
Excellent. We team up once more.
So we're a team now. Can I still expect to get paid?
After my performance, drachmi will be in no short supply. Trust me.
You've dedicated your life to your art. You must have a lot to show for it.
I write 100 poems every night when I go to sleep, and I throw out 100 every morning when I wake up. Luckily, some have survived to touch people.
Do you have any favorites?
There's one I'm well known for that is very dear to me. The most beautiful thing I leave is the light of the sun. Second are the shining stars and the face of the moon. Then ripe cucumbers, apples, and pears too.
Sounds nice, but we should get going. So, cucumbers?
The sun gives us the fruit of the trees, like...
Why are we walking?
In your poem, you say you leave the sun. Why?
Not me. Adonis. He's being asked upon death about the most beautiful things he's left behind. To me, there is no greater beauty than that of the sun, and the moon, and stars.
Oh, why is he being asked this?
Adonis is beauty incarnate. What could be so beautiful that even he would be pained to leave?
I see. Looks like we've made it.
Marvelous. Thank you.
It's Praxilla!
I heard she was coming this year. Praxilla! Recite something for us.
I've been reciting this poem for years. Alexios, would you do me the kindness of allowing me to hear it anew from your lips?
I couldn't.
Nonsense. You know everything you need to do it justice. How about something new this year?
The most beautiful thing I leave is the light of the sun.
Praise be Apollo!
Second are the shining stars and the face of the moon.
This is one of my favorites.
Then, ripe cucumbers, apples, and pears too.
That's always been my favorite verse. I'm happy my poem touched you so deeply, Alexios. Have you thought about trading your spear for the lyre?
I will stick to swinging swords, thanks.
Uh-oh.
It wouldn't be a poetry festival without someone causing a disturbance.
Praxilla, get to safety. I can handle them.
And now die!
Come on.
Just die! I'm doomed! You are...
Happens every year. Some cursed idiots drink too much wine and get themselves killed.
I didn't know poetry festivals were such lively events.
Indeed. I need to take a moment to recover. Let's go back to my tent.
But we do have a happy ending.
Praxilla, it has taken me long years of soul-searching and many nights of tears to bring myself to this moment. I am Archimedes, your son.
When I heard the name of the man who stole my lyre, I suspected it might be you.
I've dreamt of hurting you as you hurt me and my father 1,000 times. But I only knew you as the mother who abandoned me, and not as the artist that I just saw.
Just as Adonis lamented the beauty he left behind, I too left that which was most precious to me on the death of my old self.
You're not dead. Neither of you are. Take this opportunity and see what you can build together.
Thank you for all your help.
All right. And that should be all of the lost stories, so that's nice. We have 13 of the 22 fragments. Did we really have that many? I have 9 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I mean, yeah, before we get to these two, I guess. Alright, well, hey, this is where we're going to end our story for today. We do hope you all enjoyed the episode. We'll be back on Friday with more Assassin's Creed. Until then, we'll see you all next time.